2, 1. All right. So episode 1, finally, after 6 weeks of trying to get this going. So this is our first podcast, sponsored by Gio.
Yeah.
So I want to thank for one, making this happen is Jorge, right? So getting this taken care of for us, helping us out, getting this started on this journey. This first one is going to be very laid back. So we're going to be talking about ourselves like we love to do and our backgrounds, things like that, where we came from, our athletic background, if any, and our current state in fitness. Yeah, if any, because I don't have shit. So
I know why you said that.
And we also got to thank Deanna for letting us her house.
Yes, thank you, Deanna, for letting you. Yeah, Casa de Deanna.
Casa de Deanna.
So
again,
mine's too, but
my boy Pedro's been sleeping on the sofa for quite some time.
Gio's apartment.
No, Gio's basement.
Oh man. So with that said,
Gio's basement. That's great.
With that said, we're not. This is gonna be just a good time for our first one. Moving forward, you're probably gonna see a little bit more things like call-ins with some chiropractors and doctors that are in the field of fitness that do the sport, as well as some of our members will be on the podcast as well. Other coaches, things like that. So about how the sport of fitness in general, not just CrossFit, has helped them kind of sculpt their lives and what they are today. So a lot of fun things coming up in the future that we're really excited to do. So with that said, I'm just going to go ahead and ad-lib somebody to kick us off. So I picked Pedro.
Oh, man.
So
what can I say? Like we said, I would like to thank Casa de Diana, Gio's
Again?
dining room. Appreciate you guys for allowing us, for inviting me and Gio to join your podcast because you guys came up with the idea, basically. My name is Pedro. I coach the afternoon classes thanks to Lewis. And I started with playing football in high school. From there on, after high school, I did CrossFit, joined my first CrossFit class. And then after that, I just kicked off. Never really got into competition as I got older. Wish I would have started earlier, but it is what it is. And thankfully, I met my wife.
hey,
She's not here right now, but that would have gotten me some points. But
But it didn't.
yeah, but besides that, I'm just very grateful. It's bringing me some downs at one point, injuries and stuff. But besides then, it teaches a lot about yourself and being more disciplined, and it's just part of life. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so touching.
now I guess we're going to jail.
yeah.
Well, yeah. No, so my background, my sport background, it could be, I guess, basketball. I was a basketball player for my whole, middle school, high school, and all that. After that, I got into the gym. As soon as I got into college, got bored at the gym. Met Camila in that
Hey.
And actually, I got into CrossFit because I was actually sad at some point. Yeah.
Was
Me
it
and
because of
Camila. Huh? I don't remember. Probably. No, but I was like going through some stuff, and I saw this CrossFit Grayson gym, and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to try it. I've never tried CrossFit before. I've heard a lot of it. So I'm going to try it. So tried it, fell in love with it. Tried to actually make Camila try it with me. She was complaining about it, and then I was like, hey, you know what? If you want to try it, go ahead and try it. If not, don't ever try it. But she actually did. She fell in love with it as well. So, yeah, we're the best CrossFit couple out there.
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah.
I don't know who.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I guess CrossFit right now, it's one of my priorities. So, been loving it.
Is it your first priority?
One of them.
Is it
That's
the
what
first one?
No, it ain't.
Okay.
Good answer. Good answer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Some points added to my book.
Note, he did not say Camila's her first priority.
Yeah.
So it's obvious.
Just saying. She would have
She's
loved.
also in the room, which is also kind of
Yeah.
That's why we're just pushing.
yeah. That's why we're talking smack over here. I'll go next.
Yeah, I mean, we can. Somebody.
Yeah,
has
let him
some
talk,
questions.
man.
Somebody has some questions about your background or whatever, or mine, I don't know.
Yeah. So you said you played football. What age did you start?
So I started playing in my sophomore year of high school. I actually started. I wish I would have started earlier. Never played football in my life. Just got into it just because I was doing what is it called, aviation class schooling. Mm-hmm. So I'll leave half of the school time to a different school to do my aviation. I was young. I decided I was like, I just want to play. And she started since sophomore. I don't know what age that is. That's what, 15, 16?
14, 15.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yep.
Ever since then, I could have gone. I'm not saying I was okay. I had a chance to go Division II, but I just had more stuff at home with my mom being sick. I mean, it's not a major excuse, but I made that more priority than leaving home.
Yeah.
But
that's fair.
But besides that, that's it.
So that's really how you got into
Fitness. Yeah.
So beforehand, growing up, you didn't go outside, play.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're gonna go outside, play, throw rocks at cars, and
Wow, what a sport background.
well, hey, you played manhunt. I know. I don't know. You don't know what manhunt is.
No.
But
What is
manhunt?
that? Like kick the can?
That's some Miami shit. I
Oh
don't know.
man, manhunt's like you go, man. Okay, fine. Hide and seek.
Okay.
See, but it's a grown-up name. But I mean, besides that, just playing YMCA basketball.
Yeah.
Whatever my parents put me in. I wish they would have put me in more stuff, but I played actually more baseball
When you were younger?
when I was younger than I played in high school, but I
What
focused
position did you
more.
play?
I played outfield, right hand outfield, and a little bit of shortstop, but that's it.
Really?
Yeah,
It's all speed.
yeah. I was fast at one point in my
Yeah, at
life.
one point I was like,
Not today, not now.
No,
Yeah.
I've gained just a little bit of weight from what I was. My six pack still shows.
yeah.
But
Oh my God, the biggest lie you've told.
oh my god,
There you go.
It's just
Everybody has a
jealousy.
six pack. It's just
jealousy.
what
hiding.
covers
It's
it.
I have pictures.
He said, "Man, if you want to look like me, you're gonna have to work way harder."
He's lying.
Hey, what my wife says. That's all that matters to me.
Yeah.
Hey,
5-0, 5-0.
5-0, yeah. Water,
Yeah.
water. She's coming.
So you grew up playing sports? Did you?
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
From like a
I mean,
young
my
age?
so my first sport that I can remember was baseball,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like, I don't know, maybe till like I was 6, if even.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I started basketball, that was that was actually my first love, basketball. So since I was, I don't know, maybe 5 or 4, while I was playing baseball, I was in basketball as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I fell in love with basketball, and since then, that's my only sport that I ever practiced. And I was a point guard, so maybe
what did you play in baseball? What positions? I mean,
I don't even
obviously
remember
that
'cause I was
young.
so young,
Obviously
yeah.
that young, they'll put you at really any position. Yeah.
yeah. But I'm in basketball. I was point guard, shooting guard, and probably maybe a small forward. Sometimes when I grew up and I was a little bit taller.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and the ending of it is I was pretty good.
Yeah, right.
I've never
At
seen
home.
it. I've never seen it. So
Yeah,
I don't know about the tall. I don't know about the tall part.
I'm taller than you.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
I'll give you that one.
Next,
what about you,
next
Matt?
topic.
Who's next?
And our fearless leader,
Matt.
he grew up. No, you grew up playing. You played a lot of sports, didn't you?
yeah, let me tell you about my sports I played. I used to dress up in my dad's army uniform and just hang out in the backyard in the creek.
Oof, that's the best.
It's the only sport I really played.
What, manhunt?
No, manhunt. Yes, played a lot of manhunt. No, I actually have zero athletic background growing up. So I was in the Scouts. So started as a Cub Scout, Tiger Cub, I think is what they are or what they were. I'm not sure what anything is these days. But Tiger Cub, Cub Scout, all the way up to Boy Scout. And then my dad was in the Army, so we moved around quite a bit, which kind of hindered the sports portion of it. But it was always a Scouts troop that I can join, which is pretty consistent in my life. And I was playing music as well. So I was your typical band nerd. So grew up and been playing an instrument since I was in 4th grade. So it was when I picked up my first instrument. I kind of been playing ever since. Still play a little bit as well. You know, I can dab a little bit in there, but I didn't find I didn't find fitness, the sport of CrossFit until was like my first real athletic experience. So I went to the gym and I found fitness and I did like that shit like P90X and all that plyometric
Intensity.
stuff. Yeah, high intensity stuff. Like I did that kind of stuff in my living room or at my apartment gym. But I actually found CrossFit through a buddy of mine that I worked with named Joe White. So shout out to Joe. He's a physical therapist out in Las Vegas now. And he's like, hey, come try this thing out at my house. And I'm like, okay. So I went. I actually pinched my sciatic and had to go to the emergency room my first day of CrossFit. So, so I had to go to the emergency room that night. And I came back like a week later. He's like, are you sure you want to do this? I'm like, I fell in love with it. So and ever since then, I've been doing it. So it's been about 11 or 12 years now, give or take. So I've been actually doing the sport of CrossFit. And we started out in my garage and kind of doing there. Now I can say thanks to the sport, I can pretty much adapt to a lot of the sports that are out there if I have a good enough coach to teach me how to do stuff. So teach me how to kick a ball, teach me how to throw, teach me how to catch, teach me how to hit. And I have good enough body control because of CrossFit to kind of be able to be mediocre at best at anything. So, yeah. Outside of basketball in my driveway, that's probably the only sport I played. But what kid didn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what instrument did you play?
Baritone euphonium. So
What?
right. So
You had me at that.
I knew that.
You had me at barrel.
Is that why?
So think of a small tuba.
Oh,
So
Okay.
See,
Yeah.
even Drake didn't even like it.
Is
Yeah.
is that the one that has like three
it's three
buttons or whatever?
Yeah,
that is?
so 3 keys. So and
Yeah,
you have that
buttons.
3 valves, keys, whatever. But yeah, it's a small tuba. Is essentially what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like
Now you play it upright in concert,
this, right?
and then in
Yeah,
marching
right,
you play it like a trumpet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that you got your trumpet. Then there's
The one that
Well,
goes
it-
around
it
you.
comes
or
around-
what?
Well, that's a sousaphone. That's a tuba.
okay,
Yeah.
but you play it.
Say the name
compared
again.
to the miniature one.
Oh, yeah, I played the smaller one. Yeah.
Say the name again.
Baritone. It's a baritone, but slash euphonium. So
Okay.
it's called
Sounds
either
like
one.
a scientific,
Right.
I don't know, animal or
Well,
something.
You didn't look
Like a
satisfied. He was
disease.
like,
I was like-
say it again.
Yeah.
Baritone.
No, yeah, because I was like, no, it's way
You're like,
longer. than that.
what?
Yeah, I was like,
Wait a second, the
Euphonium?
name just got
Yeah.
shorter.
So that's what I played. So I marched as well, in like drum and bugle corps, which people laugh when I say it's like professional marching band. So I did that for a couple of years.
I
too,
think
so.
marching band is real good. I think
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
You have to have people don't realize the amount of diaphragmatic breathing that you have to do to learn
Yeah.
how to control breathing through your diaphragm to push out from the stomach as opposed to chest breathing.
Yeah,
Hard
and
to
that's one thing I
And-
teach stress
and you're making formations on a field,
and playing an instrument and
and
running.
you have to
Yep.
like how many beats per minute
Anywhere
based
up to
off the
120 to
signatures.
150.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the time
Well, hence
signatures.
why you're so good at CrossFit. Like why your endurance is good.
Yeah,
Believe it or
that's the
not.
first time I've ever heard that shit.
I mean, shit, it's better than me, I guess.
So,
No, but it's
Nah.
true though.
Yeah.
I mean, believe it or not,
yeah, he's,
played a
you're-
big good
you're
part.
good, Yeah.
Did okay today.
I did all right. Yeah, we beat you guys, so I mean,
it always happens. You beat man running.
there's only one constant in.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I proudly stated I walked 150 meters of that last 600.
No, but I
don't
actually
care,
thought
bro.
I actually thought it was like if we can keep up on the cleans, we might get them at the run. But
You guys had
it
us in
didn't
the
happen.
box gyms because I suck.
No, it's all the cleans. The first round on the cleans.
It was box gyms.
We did the box jumps and cleans together. Cause we did the very first set we did. I did 20. He did 20, and then I did 10, and then every set
Box
I
jumps?
did
Yeah,
yeah.
box jump overs.
Oh, real
And
quick.
then I did
Yeah,
20,
yeah.
25, 25. The remainder of the time, dude.
Yeah, I was doing 10. He did like 3
Of what?
buck jump overs.
No, I did 15.
Well, I thought you did 3 because you were going so fucking slow.
Oh, I was trying to give you more rest because you needed it.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, guess we need your intro.
Yeah, and the
Oof.
final.
Ah, dude, I don't like.
He's
Here
gonna
we
be
go.
like 45
We might as-
minutes.
Yeah.
No,
I played
Matt.
basketball, baseball, kicking ball,
If you got to go
pickleball,
to,
swim.
Pickleball.
if you have to go to the restroom, I would probably pause it right now and
Yeah.
go ahead and go. This is gonna be a long
Yeah.
session here. So
I'm going to go get lunch real quick.
yeah,
no, it's no.
Sorry, Matt, go ahead,
So,
man.
name's Matthew. I essentially fell into fitness from the time I was born. But I played just about every sport, or tried to. My parents had me in a lot of different sports growing up. I did swimming and gymnastics when I was young. And then from there, it was just essentially baseball, soccer. Once I got into high school, baseball. Well, in high school, football, wrestling, soccer, and tampered in baseball. So, no, I didn't play pickleball or cricket or anything like that.
Well, you almost did.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I would try it. I want to try it. But, we like sports and competition was always a part of my family growing up. So, I mean, 2 brothers and, a dad that was kind of competitive. Like, we're all slightly competitive, so we always wanted to win, no matter if it was ping pong or.
You say you play ping pong too?
Yeah, I put money on that.
He likes to call that table tennis. So, yeah.
Table tennis.
He played with Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
I think of table tennis. I think of that episode of The Office with Dwight and his cousin Mose just going back and forth.
No, but I like competing. I liked just trying to
Win.
trying
Or not-
to win. The
or not
objective,
lose.
or like I hated losing when I was little. I really did.
That's a good question. Do you actually hate losing more than love winning?
No, I hate losing more than I enjoy winning.
That's the question.
Yeah.
With anything, it doesn't. If we're playing poker and I lost, I wouldn't like flip the table or anything. But the basic premise still remains. It's like as I've gotten older, obviously when I was younger, I threw fits when I lost at something. It like.
Well, you did throw a fit the other day, a little one, when me and Gio beat you and Andres.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't
We
there.
saw
for
it. We
that
saw
one.
how you went there.
Yeah.
He kicked the floor.
I was,
That's
I was trying to be.
I'm sorry.
I was trying to be funny about it.
No,
just
you're
like
right.
no, I didn't like to lose, but it's just a workout. But I fell in love with CrossFit, so I've always been huge into fitness. As far as I started reading health and fitness and bodybuilding magazines when I was in like 3rd, 4th grade, and then my dad got me my first pull-up bar when I was 5th grade, and then from there, it just
Took off.
well, I've just never stopped. I'm the oldest guy on this podcast, obviously, and I was actually surprised you guys didn't
He's
point
in his
this out.
60s. He looks fantastic.
Very fantastic.
Yeah.
Those bodybuilding
40.
magazines helped out.
Yeah.
I pull a bar in 5th grade.
One-handed.
But yeah, I've always, I've just never stopped. I love the daily like work that you have to put in. It's and I heard a quote from someone the other day. They said like health and fitness and training is like the ultimate sign, or the sign of ultimate respect for yourself. Not only that, respect for yourself, but respect for your family members. Because if you want to stay healthy and do stuff for them and with them, I mean, it shows a lot about a person that if they're willing to self-mutilate themselves, in a sense, by going into the gym every day and putting themselves through workouts that are tough, that shows a lot about a person.
Yeah, it definitely takes a certain mindset to do CrossFit. You have to be built a little bit different.
Fitness in general. Before I found CrossFit, I had people making fun of me about working out all the time and the obsession about it long time ago. But it's kind of cool to see.
So about 30 years ago in your 30s.
Yeah.
He was one of the co-founders.
No, people would make fun of me like, why are you so obsessed with fitness and da-da-da. But to see how fitness has taken off as far as the platform and the love of fitness within that space. And I found CrossFit in 2013. Yeah, about 2013.
And it started when? CrossFit stared
2009?
09. No, technically 07. No. Technically 07. The ranch, the last year at the ranch was 09. First year at the StubHub Stadium was 10, which was Froning's first year. Yeah, that was their first year. But I had been hounded by a buddy of mine to try CrossFit. I was like, nah, dude, I'm good. Like, I think I'm fit, right? I play competitive travel softball, competitive travel football, flag football.
So what were you doing when right before?
Y'all are gonna laugh, but I almost the same.
Planet Fitness?
No, yeah. I would boot it out a lot of them, but I would go twice a day. So I would go in the morning, your typical, let's say back buys. I would do heavyweight, low reps, and then I would go back in the evening, still do some type of cardio, but I would do lighter weight, a lot of reps. So I was still doing 2 days for years, years. But when I found CrossFit, I remember the first workout I did, or should I say the person that invited me, the first workout I did was one of the games workouts. It was like 1,200 meter run, 63 kettlebell swings, and like 48 chest to bar pull-ups or pull-ups, and it was an 800 meter run. 800 meter run, like 48 kettlebell swings with a 70, and I've never done kettlebell swings up until that point. And then pull-ups, it was like 36 pull-ups, 400, and then like 36 and 12 or something. But I remember puking twice during the workout, and then once when I was done, because like I haven't done anything like that cardio-wise on ever. I went and canceled my memberships that day to like Gold's, LA Fitness, like every... Fitness. No, not Planet Fitness, Lifetime.
Man, Planet Fitness wasn't.
They weren't even around at that time.
That's a new gym.
What,
like
Planet Fitness? Yeah, within the last I'd say 6 years.
They've exploded on the scene the last couple of years. Yeah.
So I had
Pizza Fridays. Who doesn't want to join that, right?
Yeah.
So at the time when I found it, I was doing med sales. So I was always driving South Carolina or Tennessee. And so I had like LA Fitness and a Gold's and a Lifetime. But when I found it, it's just been nonstop ever since.
Well, I mean, when I started, like my first day in CrossFit, in the warm up, I actually asked the coach, "Hey, because I didn't know how it worked, so I was like, hey, can I actually stop and rest? Because I can't breathe."
Yeah, the warm-ups get people.
So
yeah.
But I remember, like the very next day, we went back and did another workout, and they were just like, there were these women that were in their 50s and 60s, and it was another running workout that were beating me, and I remember just being.
Did you kick the floor then too?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
That's
why he puked.
I had a childish temper tantrum. Yes, I did. But I've just been addicted to it ever since, because when I looked at the history of CrossFit and all the different areas that it worked, it was like, you heard Ben Smith talk about it. It's almost like building Batman.
Yeah. Because
like you're not just lifting heavy weights. Now you got to be able to run, and you got to be able to climb stuff. You got to be able to walk on your hands.
You got to put that all
it's
together.
Like, it's just all these different things you have to work on.
Yeah, not everybody can do, like, everybody can make or actually build or actually train themselves to lift heavy, and that's it. Right. And you can do that. Everybody can do that. But not everybody can actually train to lift heavy and at the same time train to run fast. Or
like, who would you rather have on your team? Would you rather have
me
that
or
guy
Pedro?
that can...
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna say Pedro just because.
Yeah, because we're at Diana's house. That's why.
That is true.
Well, the guy that can lift deadlift 1,000 pounds, or the guy that can lift 225 and 50 times and then go run half a mile.
That's me.
Or the guy that can deadlift 800 but can't run 200 meters.
When?
That's me. Today?
When you were playing football or
Yeah.
Manhunt?
Yes. Matter of fact, I just looked at Wikipedia. Manhunt, it is a game.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes. Wiki did.
Oh.
It's a Manhunt 305.
I'll put the link down in the description below.
Deanna played that. She invented the game.
Wow.
Back in her time.
No, so I want to go back to something actually you brought up, Matt. When you were talking about that quote. So I'm one to think that, CrossFit is really blown up on the scene and fitness in general, and I think it's helped the fitness community across the world and globe. Not just CrossFitters, but Olympic weightlifting, powerlifting. There's a lot of athletes that are now blended in multiple other sports because of CrossFit.
Yep.
CrossFit brought Olympic lifting, like the light to Olympic lifting in the United States.
Well, not just also fitness. I mean, it's brought comfort to people with any type of diseases or mental state, whatever is going on with their lives.
It's scalable. That's why I kind of loved CrossFit is no matter what it says on the board, you can take that and apply it to someone based off of their movement abilities or where they're at in their fitness walk. You can scale it to what they can do, and it's repeatable, it's documentable, and you can watch them progress from a baseline standpoint.
I mean, the best example is adaptive. I mean, for
sure. Yeah. The adaptive division.
Yeah, the
Wadapalooza is doing it now. Yeah. CrossFit Games doing it now. So seeing that is
it's just like what Matt says, how like it's and one of the main things is how CrossFit has grown and changed from the very first
whatever
basic
started,
movements
Yeah.
to now incorporating like handstand walks, the crossovers because crossover is old, but it's in
Well, it's
something else that you have to learn.
Yeah, different
It's
movements.
testing. The whole thing behind CrossFit is you do more than you think that you can. You're always striving to be better, and that's what the community of CrossFit I've come to find is that everyone is trying to just improve themselves. Not that they're going to be an athlete per se, because the general population just wants to be fitter humans, but everyone's of the same mindset. You're always working hard and trying to get better, and you're not afraid of attempting.
And the main
new
thing
things.
is also everybody's competitive. Whether
In their
it's a
own
little
way.
bit or not, in their own way, everybody's competitive, and it pushes everybody to
And if
get
you're
better
not-
and learn what the other person knows something that you don't, and that's how
And if
everybody
you're
stays
not
together.
competitive, it's gonna make you
Yeah, it's
create
gonna
that
make you- yeah.
competitive mindset.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's correct, 100%.
And if you come from any competitive background, like sports, even marching band, like the goal is to win.
Yeah,
And so I think that CrossFit scratches that itch that a lot of people have and former athletes and stuff have, is when they're on the floor, they want to be better than the person next to them. So, and that's the reason why I've always,
Wider
you know,
range.
switched gyms and things like that, is because I want to go and train with the best. And that's why like training with you guys for the last year has been absolutely just like awesome for me personally, because I got somebody to chase. Like Gio's in his mid-20s, he's a gazelle.
Yep.
And I know that if it's a running or an endurance workout or anything like that, that he's going to be the guy that I'm going to be chasing. I have to try to beat.
I find out
Everything
say I'll
else is
lose.
Matt.
Yep.
So I beat you in everything anyway already.
That's very
I don't
true.
have to worry about that. So.
that is very true. I just
Talking about me, man, and it was like,
that's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm just that, I lay low.
Well,
Once my
everybody has their
time comes,
strengths.
I'm gonna shine, and you guys are gonna be like, "Damn!"
Yeah,
It'll be an episode.
Clock's
It'll be an
ticking.
episode 101 maybe, but I'll let it come out one day.
Yeah.
No, anything
One
with
day.
running is Gio's. That's Gio's jam.
For now,
I guess.
I already tell him, I'm like, bro, go ahead and claim the win.
Yep.
You go ahead, I'm giving it to you.
I remember it was like,
we gotta let
I
him
think it
win.
was last summer. I did a workout with Gio. We did it outside. It was a row and running workout. It was like row 400 and then run 400. And he lapped me on the second round. I was
I
like,
think I remember
yeah,
that.
I was like, geez,
This
like, I
man-
I
cannot
think we were
keep
doing
up
it.
with this
I think
asshole.
we were doing it like
around the
gym.
building.
Yeah,
We're doing it around the building.
Which is
That's
more
when that's when
more
you
like
throw the
500.
age card.
Yeah, and
That's
I
when
was
you be
like,
like,
man, I'm
man.
10 years older than you, whatever, bro.
Yeah, there
you
you
can have
go.
this shit. So
I'm trying to keep up with
trying
this
to move
young,
all this
trying to
muscle
this young
mass?
guy
Right.
here.
that's when he wasn't as big as he is now, too. You
Yeah.
know?
I
So-
don't wanna
Now
get
I'm a
to
little
that
bit
moment.
slower, but I can lift way heavier.
Yeah, 5 pounds.
Way hefty yours.
Oh man.
All right, what's next?
I don't know, man. I just think CrossFit is amazing. I'm kind of glad meeting y'all here. I mean, well, I didn't know anybody from the moment I moved here. So, but everybody at the gym has been great.
Not everybody. Just kidding.
We'll leave that out for after live coverage.
Bloopers.
After bloopers.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's been great. It's a lot of competition. Everybody's different in their own ways. But I think it's a great feeling to have everybody and feel like a family.
Yeah.
Especially everybody just here in this spot. We just grown, and just us four working out together every day. Just we learn a lot about each other. It's just like a brotherhood.
Exactly.
I feel like.
Yep.
So.
And so I think another thing is not only like, you came and you moved here, new state, new everything, same girl, but it was it was
I see Deanna off
it's like
camera,
an
like
instant-
looking over her shoulder.
it's an instant connection, instant community, right? So I think people talk about this cult aspect of it, like that douchebag at Two Cities last night. Oh, are you guys CrossFitters? Like, yeah, dude, like whatever. So yeah, people may talk shit and go, oh, it has that cult aspect of it, but in all honesty, until you do it and you become a part of the community, then you truly, really understand. So, every gym I've gone to and been a member of or coached at, there's always a group of people who have done CrossFit that has saved their lives.
Yep.
From depression, from addiction, from anything along those lines. They channel that through CrossFit, and not just working out and putting your body through those paces, but the people around you as well. So it gives you people to talk to, people of like-mindedness as well, and it gives you really a sense of belonging, in my opinion. And people want to, outside of the community that don't understand that, they look at it as like, oh, it's very like cultish. Like CrossFit had that big, shadow over it for a long time about it. But at the end of the day, until you do it and you join it and you experience it, then you really shouldn't know what the hell you're talking about, and you should shut up. So,
well, I tell people, they're like, yo, it's a cult. I'm like, any cult that, oh, you turn just, oh yeah. Any cult that's going to be obsessive, compulsive about trying to just move better, be healthier, try to push yourself daily and do stuff that 99% of the population is not willing to do, I'll be a part of that cult all day long.
Yeah.
I mean, because fitness, and I know this kind of gets, I mean, we're not going to jump into it now, but the return on investment from fitness and eating healthy and living a healthy lifestyle, the dividends, it is the only thing on this planet that it really is truly what you put into it is exactly what you get out of it. Like if you're slack about it, you'll get slack results. But it's the one thing that you can do in some form, fashion, no matter if it's training to be competitive, the general population within CrossFit, or someone that's just walking their dog for like a mile, living an active lifestyle and being
Active.
well, being very deliberate about it, making it a priority in your life. The returns on investment, are exponential. Because, in the world that we live in today, everybody always talks about, oh, you got to invest in this. Invest in this because you want to have side revenue. You want to prolong this.
Your health.
Well, dude, the greatest machine that you could invest in is the human body.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is yourself.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
if you don't have health, you don't have
you
nothing.
have nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, we were reading that Dr. James Denique. Essentially, it's choose your hard. You either choose the hard of getting up and making it a point to go work out, to do some kind of cardio, to eat healthy, or you choose the hard on the back end of having to deal with big pharma pills, all kind of sedentary lifestyle type complications. So it's either it's the hard up front or it's the hard later on down the road, where it is harder to address those issues the older you get. It's just choose your hard. And for me, because I'm different, because I like eat, sleep, and breathe fitness.
And
Always
he had really
have.
smooth skin too.
Yeah.
Huh?
You really
Really
have some
smooth
smooth skin. Silky smooth.
For you being in your 60s, you
All right,
got
just
great
continue.
skin.
I'm sorry.
Wait.
Yeah.
Who said? You said that the other day. He brought that up this
brought that
morning.
up.
He was like,
Oh,
"Man,
yeah?
hey, you remember the other day you were doing a handstand walk, and Pedro said something to you? Well, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, you did. You
No,
looked
I
at
didn't.
Me, you were looking at me while you're still backing up and then walking back. Like,
No.
all this while you were
throwing your
upside down
kisses.
walking.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That wasn't the same. That wasn't the same thing. But
Oh, it wasn't. I
but he
thought it
goes,
was.
yeah. Pedro said you got silky smooth skin.
Yeah, because you were walking upside down, handstand walking.
Carrying a conversation with you.
Yes, that's how amazing
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah, I was walking on my hands.
was
He was
amazing.
walking with me, and I was
Just having a full conversation while you're handstand
I was
walking.
like, hey man, your abs look nice and smooth.
That's next level shit right there.
But what is I don't know. So what does fitness mean to you guys?
Well, to me, I think fitness in general it goes hand in hand with longevity, and it's just not what you're doing physically, but what you do, put in your mouth and in your body, as well as your life events and things that you're going through. So fitness is holistic in my eyes.
Yes.
So I look at it. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're fit. You may have a six pack or something like that," but some people just have genetically different, and they can go to the gym and they can run, they can have a six pack, but still slam McDonald's and Wendy's every night, right?
Yeah.
And
Well,
not live the healthy lifestyle. But for me, it's about holistic health, eating right, doing the stuff in the gym that's right for you, because
Everybody's different.
CrossFit is not for everybody.
Yep.
But as long as you're moving and doing that, and then making sure you're taking time for yourself, for your mental health. So.
yeah, that's the main thing.
So it's if you can balance those three, to me that's what fitness is, and it gives you a long, healthy life to like Matt said earlier, be with your family and spend time with loved ones. So, in a good, healthy manner. So I don't want to be that guy that can't move when I'm 65 years old and I need a crane or a cane, yeah, because I'm going to be fat. So, or a wheelchair or crutches.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy. So I don't want to be that guy for my kids. I don't want to be that guy for my grandkids. And
you actually want to reach that age too.
I want to reach that age. I would still want to be doing badass shit when I'm in my 60s.
If
Like
you don't
Matt.
use it, you
At the
lose
games.
it. If you don't
At the games.
Yeah.
It's just like
Let's be realistic. That's the only time we're going to make it.
Yeah.
That's what we want to make it to. At one point in our lives, we want to make it at the games somewhere. At what age? We don't know.
What do you think, Gio?
I don't know. For me, it might be kind of short, but
No.
I'm surrounded actually as in like lifestyle. That's just what it is. For me, it's a discipline. I don't have options. Like, let's say, I woke up today. I'm not feeling it. There's no option for me. I'm not feeling it, but I'm still gonna go to the gym. Yes. I'm still gonna work out. I might not do the same hard effort than maybe a Friday, or a Monday come class or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna do the workout. I'm still gonna put in some work.
Consistency is
So-
greater than the motivation.
Yeah,
Always.
it's a lifestyle. It's a priority.
Well, it has to be.
Same with work, that you actually don't want to go to work, but you have to because you have to pay bills and stuff.
Unless you're
Same
Camila.
thing.
Camila
Exactly.
tells the bosses what to do, apparently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
boss is in me as well.
That's part of life.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a lifestyle. You do it, you want it, you want to do it or not. It's still a priority. You still have to do it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And see, the older we get, you're 26, 27.
Yeah.
But like when you're younger, you don't have to necessarily make it a priority. If you do, the dividends for when you become older will pay off exponentially. If you wait till you're older, it's harder to get back into the swing of things. It can be done, but it's also the thing of, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Well, it's also
So,
how mature you are. To be honest, there's a lot of people that
Well, they're not willing to do it. They're lazy.
Yeah, they're lazy.
That's the thing. They're
immature.
lazy.
I mean, they're not really focused on what's
Or
later on in
they
life.
have different priorities too.
Yeah.
I mean, their priority could be go out and drinking or I don't know.
That's
whatever
fine. We all
it is,
been
which
there.
is fine.
That's fun.
But I mean,
hey, I see
yeah.
people that I went to high school with. For the record, again, I'm 40. I'm not 60. Okay, people I went to high school
Couldn't
with,
tell.
bro. People I went to high school with look like they're 60. I'm doing
Yeah.
like a hard life. 40 pounds overweight. Some of them look 60 because they smoke, they drink, they still go out. And they just nothing wrong with them as individuals. They just look like they've lived a rough life.
exactly. They're not
Like
taking
if
care
you
of the
ask
body.
them to jog up the driveway, or if they were to walk up a flight of steps, they're like, I gotta yeah.
That's what happens when we don't take care of the temple. Well, your body. Yeah.
What about you, Pedro? What's fitness for you?
Fitness for me. No, it's just basically almost being able to me, fitness. No, I saw that. I don't know. To me, it's not just being, the fastest guy at the gym, having a lot of stamina, your endurance, being able to lift. To me, it's just being able to move every day, get up out of my bed.
Be functional.
Be functional. Be functional. Being able to hold a conversation with my wife, walk around. I don't want to be.
That's hard.
Yeah, it is. It is a little. Right now, it is a little hard for
That's
me.
a what? A fool.
But at least I'm able to do it every day. And just being able to be active, man. Just being able to go, just throw away the garbage. I don't want to going up, down 2 stairs. I don't want to be able to be gassed out like you guys mentioned. And it's just being able to be part of life. Being
Make it a
part
lifestyle, yeah.
being part of this world and being useful and doing stuff. That's, to me, fitness. I don't, my dad is 50 something and he acts like he's 70, 80.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, dude, like walk around, do something, be active, not just sit in the couch, be a couch potato all your life, and wasting time.
To clear, we all here, we all do CrossFit, but moving in general as an individual is important. So a lot of people sit in traffic, especially we're in Atlanta, so sit in traffic to get to your job. You sit at your job for 6 to 8 hours. Then you have to sit in traffic on your way home. And then they go home and they sit.
Yep.
And so just get up, walk around. If you have kids, go outside, play with them. If you have a baby, walk.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be CrossFit.
It doesn't have to be sweating. It doesn't have to be dying on the ground. It can be just general, just walking around your neighborhood 1 mile, 2 miles a day, and get some vitamin D, get a little bit of movement exercise. Our Deanna needs more vitamin D according to her doctor. So Pedro, you slacking, bro?
Something's wrong.
It's not that vitamin D. Hey, by the way, her testosterone level is a little high, so you know what that means. So somebody doing something right. Vitamin D as the sun.
Yeah.
Testosterone level high. Pedro, good job.
I would say my thoughts on fitness.
Sorry, bro.
They changed. Because growing up playing sports, yes, I thought about lifting. Luckily, I grew up playing sports to where I just love doing speed and agility type stuff. But my whole view of what fitness was changed once I found CrossFit. Because anyone can go to a gym, and this is not a knock on anyone that goes to a normal gym. Again, like you just said, being active is being active, period. Mm-hmm. But fitness as a whole, CrossFit, I'm looking at it right here. The CrossFit standard, you have cardiovascular, respiratory, endurance, stamina, strength, flexibility, power, speed, coordination, agility, balance, and accuracy. If you are as fit as you are competent in each of these 10 skills, the thing I kind of loved about CrossFit is, there was an emphasis on like healthy eating, but more so the emphasis on the challenge to address all 10 of those aspects.
Yeah.
Now, you go to a gym and you're doing just curls. Yes, you are getting stronger, but the older we get, what's the number one killer in the world?
Obesity.
Can anyone tell me?
Obesity?
No.
Heart attack.
That falls into it.
Osteoporosis. Joint issues.
No, it's cardiorespiratory diseases.
I was close.
Cardiorespiratory diseases is the number one killer globally, and I'll pull up the stats here in a minute, but it's astronomical. But the one thing that you find in CrossFit, everything that you do is working your heart.
Yep.
It's working your cardiovascular system in some form or fashion, whether it's aerobic and you're doing monostructural stuff, which is just single modality, like rowing, some kind of cardio, or you're getting it in barbell, or you're getting it in the warm-up. That's, to me, it changed my whole idea of what fitness really meant. And obviously, my dad's getting older, and he's getting to the point to where, like, he'll knee down, and he'll go to stand up, and he's like, man, it just feels like I can't stand up.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, come on, we gotta get you doing lunges, we gotta build that up, because studies have shown, like, the second you can't knee and stand up, or you lay down and you can't get up, your life expectancy drops. It's like 60%. It's just moving, and if you're mobile, and once you become immobile, to me that's fitness. Is like you guys said, like functional living. Yep. Yes, we compete, or we try to be semi-decent at CrossFit when we do it, but I don't necessarily compete anymore. I just love the training.
Yep.
But I want to be 70 years old and still be able to take a knee and stand up. Or when I get to 60, take a knee, stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, part of it is that, as well as why I do it is, like I said, it takes a certain, I think I talked to you about this a couple months back. It takes a certain like-minded individuals to kind of do this specific sport. But, when I wanted to quit, Paola, my wife, started doing it with me. And so when she started doing it with me, then it was something that we shared together and that we bonded on. And when I get to work out with her, it's great. So you get to work out with, Camila, you got Niana, and Matt has us. So it's
exactly,
like,
yeah. What? And it's the same thing.
So it's the same thing. You can't work out without us. You know that.
Yeah.
It's just not the same. So
I know you do, but it's not the same.
yeah, it's definitely not the same.
Y'all good. Yeah. I love you guys.
Yeah.
An estimated.
He said what?
You just told us you loved us for the first time. You're just gonna move on.
All you guys. I love all you guys. Yeah, we moving on. Because hey, that don't happen.
I just got
No, but 17.9 million
wipe my
people
tears.
died from cardiorespiratory
You just stopped my heart.
Another victim.
But I mean, heart disease in the United States. How many people die from cardiovascular disease globally? I mean, dude, it's nuts. Like almost 20 million people a year globally die, and that was in 2019. And it's no one wants to talk about it, and we're not going to talk about it today. But we shall go down that rabbit hole soon.
Yeah.
But that number has drastically increased since about 3 years ago.
It has.
We can dive into that another day. But fitness as a whole, like I will do it specifically even if I don't do CrossFit, because on my dad's side of the family, like my dad's brother died of a heart attack when he was like 29.
Yeah.
Yeah. His older brothers had numerous stents put in. His mom was a diabetic. So like, and my dad's he still has cardiorhythmia, carditis. Like his heart can come out of rhythm. He could be sitting there for a minute and all of a sudden,
Be a short
like
breath.
130,
Yeah.
jumps up to 130 and then it'll calm back down. So I've got like a legitimate health reason that
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
for me, but even if I didn't have that, I would still sing it from the mountaintops.
Well, and that's the thing. A lot of people think like fitness, it has to be that you got to go out to a gym and lift so much, like we said earlier, and be able to
Fitness
do
is what
this
you
and do
eat.
that.
It's what
It's
you eat.
fitness is all around. It's your daily life. It's your
Yeah.
lifestyle on how you treat yourself and treat everything around you. And
But in the
moving on
U.S.,
forward.
the U.S. where they accustom you to like wanting to eat crap diets. That's
Oh,
why
of course.
people like shun. They think it's too hard and takes too long to make food. But you have people with like severe issues, arthritis, and that's another topic we can dive into. But like the food you eat, just if you were to eat, people out there, if you were to eat clean within 60 to 90 days, if not 180 days for certain, just eating clean, getting rid of like processed carbs and sugars in general, people out there would be able to drop off a lot of medications that they're taking, whether or not it's diabetic, stuff for their immune system, a lot of issues that people have with arthritis. I mean, you've had great success with like the food that you've been eating, the way you've been eating. Yeah.
They're doing a carnivore diet, right?
Yep.
Because he's a beast.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it
don't
is
know
hard.
about
Like
a
you
beast.
said. It is hard, like you said, because I mean, I'm Puerto Rican, so.
Oh,
Here we stay away.
It only took. Okay.
He said it when he was talking about the sport too. Like I was born in Puerto Rico.
It
but
took 45 seconds.
The context is that we eat a lot of rice and beans, so it's hard to be off of all vegetable, all rice, bread, beans, and eat only
Part of the culture.
eat only the animal, whatever comes from the animal, and only fruit. But I mean, I'll feel great. It's not. I don't think it's a diet for everybody. I do think it's the most healthiest diet out there.
the meat one that you're doing?
The carnivore diet.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a more like you have to go into it like really deep and actually look a lot of information and stuff. I'm not gonna say I'm an expert into it because I'm not, but yeah, I mean, I like it. I've been feeling good. I have more energy. I can work out a lot more. I mean, I can beat Pedro even more now. So yeah,
It's okay.
been working.
It's all right. The good thing is that you have to keep up with me. That's the most important thing there.
Yeah.
Keep up.
Yeah, that's what you keep going. You keep going. That you guys gotta. Oh, I'm beating him, so that means that you're doing something good with yourself.
So the doctor just
I'm the
posted
maximum
something.
standard.
Lifting weights will fix your testosterone. Going on walks will help with anxiety. Time in the sun will fix your mood. Sufficient sleep will fix your low energy.
You said time in the sun will fix your what?
Your mood.
Camila, you need to go out to the sun a lot more.
Dude, you are sleeping on the sofa.
Yeah.
Well, I
feed
mean,
your
like,
mood.
for example, like
The right diet
you feel
fixes your
better.
body, and there's no magic pill that can do that. In fact, a lot of the pills that they prescribe for anxiety give you more anxiety.
If you look at people in Europe or out of the United States, everybody over there kind of eat organic. They may eat about worse food, like they might eat bread every single day. And I'm saying this because I saw it when I went over there. They eat bread every day, and yet they're all walking. They
Yeah, they
walk
walk
to
everywhere.
everything they do. You don't see any obesity over there.
Yeah, dude,
And
in
here, it's
African
like Louis said,
countries,
you
yeah,
sit
they don't-
down, you go somewhere, you sit down, you eat, you sit down, you go back home, you sit down. Nobody's moving around.
No.
I mean, now you see a lot of people moving around, unfortunately, because of COVID or whatever. But
That's
I
not
mean,
a thing
before that,
anymore.
I know it's not a thing anymore. But that brought up a lot of people moving around.
Kufid.
Yeah.
But
So like talking about like the health stuff that you're talking about, your genetic predetermined destiny, essentially, right? Of all the health issues that you have in your family. Like my family has a lot of diabetes, high blood pressure, and when I talk about that to like Pal or my friends and even my family, like I am here to be the exception. Like I'm not going to fall into line with and accept the fact that because it runs in my family that it's okay. And that you should be popping X amount of pills every day to handle your high blood pressure or check your insulin levels because you've become diabetic. Like I don't want to do that. Like the whole point is to not be on medication and to live a lifestyle so that you can be medication free. And I think there's been countless studies now, and like we said, we'll go down that rabbit hole later, but of people who do a carnivore diet, or even my wife is vegan, do a vegan diet for short term or long term, and they get off these medications and their body starts to go back into balance. And I think so instead of taking the pills and continuing to eat bad foods and make bad choices, people just accept the fact that convenience over hard work.
They're
Right?
lazy. They're fat,
So-
freaking lazy people
so-
that don't want to put in any work, and they'd rather be addicted to pills than put in a little bit of effort to eat clean and eat.
It's
right.
very cultural too. I mean, our culture, that's what it is. I mean, just
Well, in
Yeah.
America, unfortunately, it's not
Eating-
cultural
Well,
like
I mean, now
everywhere
medicine-
with pills.
all the pills you go to doctors, all it's a business. It's all a damn
The
business.
number
man.
one, the highest criminal fine in U.S. history, no, global history, was Pfizer. $60 billion because they misled people on what stuff they were doing.
Yeah.
Like the side effects.
Excuse me.
And YouTube or whomever, you can try to censor me, but these are facts.
But we'll like I said, that can be a topic for a whole other podcast.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
it
once
will
we go
be.
down that
Oh, it
rabbit
will
hole,
be.
it'll be pretty bad. But I mean, I think for the most part, this has been kind of introduction to what we think of fitness, what we think CrossFit's impacted our lives as individuals. But talk about our goals. We'll wrap up with that. Where do you guys want to be in 5 years, like fitness
shit.
wise, not financial, not personalized, not,
Oh, okay,
not all that
okay.
stuff.
5 kids.
Damn. So
5 kids.
Gio,
Nah,
Gio.
not 5 kids. You already got one. That's
yeah,
me.
that's you. Yeah, you already got your.
We're in this.
You already got
Adoption.
4, bro.
Yeah.
No,
with
we're not
with
that-
Gio.
Gio and Camilla. Once he ties the knot,
Yeah, you gotta take her in too.
yeah, I'm gonna have to take her in, take care of her.
Yeah, you guys have a grandson soon. Yeah.
What? Soon? Wait a
Right.
second. What?
You already got technically you already got 5. You got Drake. So
Yeah, that's my main.
Oh, including me
You
and
have
Camilla.
5 kids,
No.
including. I was like including.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
are you
Julian,
Amish?
Alina, Gabriel.
That's 3.
That's 6.
Drake
Drake and Gio.
and Gio.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's 5.
you're Amish?
we didn't believe in birth
No,
control
Mormon.
pills.
No, what my dad? Mormons want to have like 37 kids. That's nuts.
Yeah. So what's your goals?
Damn. My goals is to be healthy. In 5 years, still be in this earth. That's my goal.
Yeah.
To still be on top, walking around every day, get up. Look at my wife every morning. Make her coffee because that's why I have to stay fit.
That's
Just to make her coffee.
that's
this
why
morning,
we're on
coffee.
this planet, man. If I don't
So-
make coffee, I'm in the shit house for the whole day.
No, in reality, just be healthy. I want to be able to get up on my own. I've had that experience of not being able to get up, unfortunately.
And that sucks.
And it sucked. So I just want to be able to get up, walk around, and see everybody that
You haven't talked about Drake yet.
Oh, that's another topic. We're all gonna talk about Drake because
we're gonna bring our dogs
We're
on
gonna
and
bring in the
everything,
dogs
yeah.
one day.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to buy one.
You have to be healthy to take him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he can't go far anyway.
He can't
so.
go far. Yeah. He'll come back.
But you're his
Speaking of fitness,
inspiration.
Drake needs to get into fitness. So
I'm his role model.
yeah, he's like, man,
Yeah, man.
Dad doesn't turn around after 2 blocks anymore. Like,
What's going on with him? Yeah. And let me lay down here
Yeah.
with
Get him
him.
in shape.
So what about you, Gio? What do you want to be in 5 years?
Damn, 5 years. I'll be what? Not very good at math.
31.
34.
No, it'd be 32.
He's 26.
27.
32.
32. Woo. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Try to stay at the same weight. I mean, body weight, and not gain as much. Because I mean, everybody says about like 30, it's all downhill. Pedro knows about it.
Yes. That is very true. It is down there from there.
It is.
No, it's
It
not.
is pretty bad.
Well,
No, it's not.
My
Your
metabolism
knees start
changed when I turned
hurting.
30.
yeah, certain things are
Yeah.
hurting.
Not all of us are built
No.
genetically
Yeah,
like this
we're not-
Greek god over here.
We're not
No,
like,
I do
'cause
not-
Matt-
there's no
come out
genetic.
of-
There's no genetic
Matt
Matt
method.
is not Matt.
Matt is like, oh yeah, my back hurts. 275 snatch.
Yeah.
After the what? I'm like, all
My
right.
knees hurt and I dropped from the top of the damn 12-foot rope. Just freaking jump down.
Doing legless rope climbs.
I didn't drop from the top. I slid halfway down and then dropped.
Oh,
Oh,
so
sorry.
6 feet.
And it was
Sorry,
it was
6 feet.
265.
Oh,
With a
Oh, okay.
275.
Yeah. 275, then your back starts hurting.
Yeah.
yeah.
It tickled. And I just dropped the weight.
No, but yeah, I mean, try to stay at my body weight, I guess. I don't know. I probably want to gain a little bit more, maybe 10 pounds. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Keep doing CrossFit, staying healthy. I don't know. 5 years is not that long distance.
It goes by fast.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's not like I'm gonna be way older.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be 32. So
No.
hopefully, if I keep doing what I'm doing, eating healthy, being at the gym every day or every other day, yeah, I'll be here. We all
Yeah.
want to be here.
And married?
He said about fitness goals.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Is that fitness? No,
Fitness
it's not.
ring on that finger. Oh,
You need to be fit to carry the ring.
Just so you know, guys, Camila and Diana's here, so that's why we're talking about that.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
we're talking about. If not,
If not, it
We'll
will
still be
be
talking
only
about-
fitness.
for me, in 5 years, and very similar to you guys, kind of, I want to continue to be doing this sport. You know, I was competitive at it for a while, and then now I just have more fun doing my hour and a half, 2 hours a day with you guys, if you guys invite me, and just kind of going in and having a good time. So I do eventually want to open up my own box with Pal. That's kind of like the end goal and the lifetime goal, and hopefully one day we'll be able to do that, and maybe in the next 5 years we'll be blessed enough to be able to do something of that nature. But that's kind of where we're at now, and in 5 years I just want to be able to move, still want to be, I have my benchmarks in my head that if I ever drop below this, I've become a bitch. So my clean, my squat, my snatch, like whatever my times are, I have a minimum weight. And if I can still lift that in 5 years into my 40s, then yes, I'll be happy with that. But those are my minimums, and I think I've only gotten more fit over the last year, especially. So I think that's not going to be an issue. So I think continue that track.
Well, piggybacking off of that, you did say earlier that your clean weight went down, but when you were cleaning 330, no, he was like, well, my fitness is I'm not as strong as I need to be. Last year I was cleaning 330.
Want to be.
I was cleaning 330, but I can only do like 2 muscle ups, and I'm like, yeah, well now you might be able to clean 305, but now you can do like 30 muscle ups.
Yeah.
So where's like you really didn't lose much. Strength is relative. Body weight strength is, to me, vastly more important.
Yeah, when I lost 15 pounds, my joint pain just started going away doing gymnastics, and so that's when you weigh 215, that's a lot of pressure. Pedro would know.
yes, I was just going to say Pedro would know. Hey, guys, you know what? Screw you. I'm 207 now. Okay?
In
You
5
didn't win the
years,
challenge.
5 years,
I didn't
think
try
I'll
hard
be
enough.
getting my AARP card.
Oh, yeah. We're going
Like
to
that, like
gonna be
your
shopping with
seniors card,
Now
right?
you're filing for retirement
Yeah,
in 5 years.
file for retirement.
Soon
in
enough,
5
we'll be
years.
shopping with Matt on
Social
what is it,
Security
Wednesdays? Senior citizen
Senior citizen
Yeah.
bingo night.
bingo night or whatever it
we
is.
get free meals at Golden Corral.
Or some shit.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
Awesome.
No, I just hope to be able to in 5 years to still be moving. Like,
Yeah.
not so much yet. Yeah, I would like to be alive on this earth, but I just still want to be functionally able to. If I want to go for a jog, I can go for a jog. If I need to lean over to or take a knee to pick something up, then I'm still strong enough to do so. Now, would I like to be competitive in the CrossFit world?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Always.
Matthew Hubbard, CrossFit Games, 40 to 44 Division, 2024.
He can do it.
It's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening. He can do it. He just
But
needs to man up.
We're going to be on his shit about that next year. It's happening.
Waterpalooza 2024.
Yeah.
we digress. I just want to be able to stay functionally fit so that I can assist. My main goal really is to help my parents the older they get, that I can physically take care of them and honor them in that way. I know that may sound cheesy to a lot of people, but
It's fair.
yeah, but I would like to stay fit. I mean, yeah, we all want to be, we're men. We want to be like, not necessarily alpha, but we want to be
for
like the
yourself.
biggest. Well,
Mr. Charismatic.
you're Mr. Charismatic. No, I would like to just still be functionally fit to be able to compete if I want to. But when I'm 45 or 50, that people, like when I was 20 and I saw guys that were fit in their 50s, I was like, dude, I want to be like that.
Yeah.
When I'm 50. So I hope that, all these years of doing this, that maybe that I can inspire somebody or impact their life through some sort of inspiration from the consistency and the dedication that I've utilized
I think
put
in
into
all our
hard
in all
work and
our
effort.
ways, we try to inspire our own families.
It starts with you. Starts with the dudes.
I mean, I kind of do it as well to inspire my dad to move around.
Yeah.
And my brothers and everybody around me. And I'm sure Lewis, same thing with, family with diabetes. Gio, I'm sure he does it with, his family and you with your parents.
Hey, Gio, your brother just started.
And your brother just
CrossFit.
started too.
He
Yeah.
does CrossFit as well.
Yeah, he joined us recently,
Yeah.
and you're probably that inspiration for him to come and join that and live a better, healthier life. The shirt I'm wearing is, my sister with leukemia last year. Now she's more hyper aware of her stuff, and after conversations with her, she's walking every day. She's doing a mile, 2 miles every single day.
Real good.
And moving and doing stuff. Like she has other health issues that prevent her from doing what we do. She just physically can't do it.
Yeah.
But she's doing something, and that goes back to what we were talking about in the beginning. She the cancer is gone, and she is changing her mindset. And I hope that I had a part of that fitness journey for her and helping her do stuff. And my niece is the same way. She approached me on vacation and was like, "Deal, I want to play sports. I want to do volleyball. What do I have to do to prepare for that in high school, or what can I do? How can I train?" And yeah, I mean, tear of joy came down my eye, and I was like, "Of course, let's talk about it." So
It's dusty in here.
So
It's
Fitness,
dusty.
here we go.
so I'm like, "What?" And so, be able to help her through what she wants to do in the future and be an inspiration for that. So it goes back to, when Matt talking a little bit about the podcast name, iWi, Inspiration Will Impact. And so Return on Fitness Banter. Just a little bit on that, Matt. So, we all talked about what inspired us and how we can hope we inspire others to do what we do. But, you told us the name of the podcast. So...
For the record,
You told us what it's going to be.
No,
We
we
didn't
asked
ask-
for name suggestions. Nobody gave any name suggestions. I threw
That
out
was worthy.
2, and they all said yes. Fine.
Pedro gave one, and Camila started laughing.
Yeah.
That was
earlier,
Peter,
so-
so.
so
Yeah.
Camila,
So-
why are you laughing at him like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was mean.
Dude, with friends like
So I guess
Camila,
what-
friends
well, I
like
guess we need
Camila,
to
you don't
change-
need any enemies.
We're gonna have to change the name on the chat, Instagram chat.
yeah.
No, the Instagram chat stays because
Yeah.
we have an icon. We have the
Oh yeah, we have the
We have
Fantastic
that.
4.
Yeah.
But like the iWi, Inspiration Will Impact is that I've always thought about fitness and health as being the one thing that anyone can do and you can inspire them. But the older I've gotten through playing sports and just life experiences, that if you can inspire someone by a word or an action, to where you can change something about them to instill a new will in their life, then you've impacted them. Like something as simple as I know this sounds like cliche, but like 2 weeks ago, I held the door open for a lady coming out of a convenience store.
That was at the racetrack, wasn't it?
Yes, buying C4s.
Yeah, because I saw you when I pulled in. You were helping the lady.
No, well, I always hold the door,
Oh, so
and then like 5 people come
gentleman and a
walking
scholar.
in, like 5, 6 people, and I'll stand there.
Yeah.
But it's like the person being like, she kind of got teary eyed, and she said there are still people out in the world that she like that are willing to just do that for somebody. And she said you kind of made my day. So if you can inspire someone and you can impact their lives just by the little bit of actions, more so for the health side of things, it's I want to inspire people to be healthier, to live healthier, to be, because I have a disdain for pharmaceuticals and pills. I legitimately hate that with all my heart, and I have my own reasons for that, and we can get into that another time. But if I can inspire someone then and impact their life, then hopefully like a domino effect, that can just continue happening, and then they can in some way being healthier, losing weight, getting off psychosis drugs, getting off of blood pressure medication. They can inspire someone else, and then that domino just continues to just to keep toppling over. Hopefully it never stops, and then the return on investment, we already kind of talked about that. And I think it's just the greatest thing, and I've seen it throughout my whole life. Just me, I'm a living example. I always use this phrase when I talk to people, that little steps over time create miles. Like, you don't run a mile like that.
I don't.
For sure. But it takes like health and fitness, and you can apply this in any area of life. Like, you want to instill new, let's say you want to put time and effort into a relationship, or time and effort to get better at your job, time and effort to do whatever, right? To learn a new hobby. You're not going to get there doing a sprint. It's a marathon. It takes a lot of little steps. It's just whether or not you're willing to put that effort in and be consistent about
There's
it.
even obstacles, right? And so we'll talk about this on a future cast too. But the obstacles that you want to run before you can crawl, but you have foundational movements and things you have to work towards to get to that end goal, and you just can't run up to and jump on your hands and do a handstand walk, or run a 6-minute mile, or squat 450 pounds on your first try. There's steps that you have to take, and foundational movements and processes and programming that you have to go through. So, no, that's awesome. So we already gave you a sneak peek of what you guys are going to expect on future podcasts. There's going to be a lot of great stuff. We're going to have people calling in as well. Professionals and medical professionals in the field calling in, and us interviewing them and talking to them. And we'll have members who have completely transformed over the last 6-7 months, that have just lost 30-40 pounds and are moving, couldn't do a squat in their first day of CrossFit. Now they're doing everything. It's phenomenal. It's an amazing thing to see, especially as as a coach, and being part of that journey is inspiring for me. And they're inspirations for everybody else in the gym as well that's starting out, because they can honestly say, I was in your boat. I was here and I couldn't do anything, and now look at me now. So we'll have members like that coming on and sharing their experience and everything along those lines as well. And we'll bring in, some fun times too. So we'll probably bring on the crew back here in silent, Deanna and Camila and some of the other folks that are going to be around.
Say hi to the camera.
Inspire us as individuals and whatnot. So we'll bring them on. But it's going to be a really great time. Expect this to kind of grow over the next several months, and we're very, very excited to get this ball going and moving forward with it. So, anything else you guys want to add before we wrap up?
I'm good.
No, man, I'm good.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I think that was awesome. Yeah.
All right.
It was really good.
Good stuff. So until the next time, hopefully in the next week or two, we got episode 2 coming out.
Ve al puto gimnasio.
Yeah.
Ve al puto gimnasio.
The J is actually a H sound.
Yeah.
It's the puto
Not
gimnasio.
gymnasio.
We'll get it fixed. We'll get it fixed.
That was the first episode.
Spanglish.
So
Is that Spanglish?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Spanglish?
Spanglish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
White Rican.
Yeah,
we'll have a phrase of the week for Matt as well. So we'll have some
Spanish.
stuff in Spanish. So Matt will be dropping some Spanish bombs in the future. But we
One of these
appreciate
days I'm gonna come in and be
all you
fluent.
guys watching, all you guys listening. Thank you guys so much. And until next time, have a good one.
Peace.